Hello everyone, welcome to Jersey Corner. I'm Casey Bryant. So I've begun this show angry a couple of times, and normally it's for effect at some reprehensibly bad jersey design, like the Lakers adding black to the side, or like the Mighty Ducks Wild Wing jerseys. Like those are terrible, and they're worth getting mad at. But I'm mad today, and it's 100% my own fault, or maybe it's the universe's fault. Maybe I can choose to blame a higher power, right? I've wanted to review a Nashville Predators jersey for a while now. You know, as there are interesting jerseys, there's a lot to talk about, and I thought to myself, who's signed for a few years that I could see myself supporting? I really love PK Subban. PK Subban is just the coolest dude. He's so charismatic and energetic. He's so easy to love. And all of his charity work that he does, my God, those Christmas videos that he always does every year with like the Montreal Children's Hospital and the Blue Line Buddies. I mean, those are terrific. My God, they make me tear up like every year. He seems like such a genuinely fun guy. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. You know what? I was standing in the NHL store convincing myself to buy the Adidas replica jersey, spend the extra $50 as opposed to the crappy Fanatics version, and I get it, you're all probably out there thinking you would actually get the Fanatics version, not the authentic one, but I'm not made of money. I know I have 60 jerseys, but I have other bills to pay, so I wound up doing it. I talked myself into getting the authentic Nashville Predators PK Subban jersey.
48 hours later.
I bought that jersey on a Thursday afternoon. I brought that home so excited. I was giddy that I had this jersey, that they had this in the NHL store in New York. I showed my parents. I'm wearing it around the house. I'm wearing it on a Saturday afternoon as I typed this review up, and I'm thinking, this is gonna be great. I can film it in an hour. Bada bing, bada boom. This will all be done. This will be great. I can't wait for this. Is that a record? Is it a record for the shortest amount of time that a purchase has been relevant? 47 hours. I would love to hear people's stories out there of if someone out there has bought a jersey and that day someone was traded. Let me know. Hit me up. Comment below at CaseyBryant51, because I need to make myself feel better, because I'm so beyond frustrated with myself. I didn't believe the rumor mill. No, I convinced myself that it's just all talk. It's just typical off-season silliness. Everyone thinks PK Subban's gonna get traded after the highway robbery that they committed, just 1-for-1 to get him into Nashville in the first place. I'm like, no, there's no way they're gonna give him up. And to all teams, the Devils, there were whispers the Devils might be on the horizon. He name-checked the Devils in an ESPN segment, so he's gotta be coming to the Devils. No, there's no way. There's no way. I wish I could say this is the first time, too. I wish I could tell you that this is just a one-time thing. Oh, you kept a receipt, right? You could just return it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure they'll honor the refund of it. It's not about the refund. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. Forget about the price tag. You know what? Let me just show you. Let me come with me. Come with me. All right, look. I need visual evidence, right? I just need all of you to know how much dead money I have in my closet just from the number of people that have come and gone. So I've got 61 jerseys now and counting in my collection. Probably about, if I had to guess, 13, 14 of them are of teams that I support, different versions, different sports, which is, I think, a pretty fair percentage. It means I've probably got 50 jerseys as a collector. The Subban jersey, that's a wash, right? That's 48 hours of relevance down the drain. Didn't even get to wear it in public. Let's start looking down the line, all right? Ryan McDonough got a few years out of this one. Look, it's so old, doesn't even have the Captain C on it. Got probably 4 years out of it. That's not bad. We got Rick Nash. Rick Nash probably lasted 2 years after the purchase of this jersey. I thought he might retire a Ranger. He did not. Now we're really cooking with some gasoline here, This is Ryan Callahan's Winter Classic jersey. This is probably the most expensive jersey in this closet. I got this for my 18th birthday, right?
in 2013. Guess where he was at the end of 2014? Not with the Rangers. He was traded at the trade deadline. This lasted for 6 months. Most expensive jersey I've got, down the drain, 6 months. Who's this? It's their best forward from 2012-20, Marian Gaborik, right? I buy this on March 15th, 2013. Now, granted, this is a Chinese jersey. I make no qualms about it. This is not a very expensive jersey. This is not the Ryan Callahan situation where this is lost money, but it's the principle of the thing, because this lasted for 3 weeks before he was traded. It doesn't even have to apply to men's hockey, you know? Women's hockey. Let's take a look at my Amanda Kessel-Rivers jersey. Do you notice anything weird about it? Yeah, it's the year one jerseys. Amanda Kessel didn't play there. That's because one day after I brought this jersey home, they rebrand. So, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. She's still on the team, but it's a jersey foul nonetheless, right? It's not a relevant jersey. She never wore that jersey. That's a jersey foul. I hold that L. Ryan Kelly, obviously a future Lakers Hall of Famer, should be the person that they're pairing with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, but he isn't. So, he lasted about 2 years in LA, but I figured, you know what, let's follow him all the way. Let's follow him to Atlanta, right? Lasted for 1 year after I got that jersey. Then he changes freaking continents, goes to Spain. I chased this man out of America with my love and support, and now he's in Japan. I don't even want to buy his jersey, because then what does that mean? Does he go to Mars next? Does he go to the moon? Is he joining the Space Force? Is that who we're sending out into space? I'm sorry, Ryan, I know you got kids, but you're in the Space Force now. Enjoy. Victor Cruz, legendary giant, doing the salsa. 3 weeks after this jersey was purchased, his first knee injury. Played like 12 games. After that, 2 years later, debilitating injury. I think I set that in motion. I think that was my fault. But don't take my word for it. Just look at the visual evidence of the next jersey in line. Feast your eyes. Now, I'm not saying that I was the one who poked the bullet in Plexico Burris' leg. I'm not saying that. It was his own doing. But clearly, the money I put towards this jersey went directly into God's Venmo. And God saw this as an opportunity to toy with the marionette strings a little bit, because not 4 months after this jersey was brought home, and I'm a kid, I'm excited, I'm 12 years old at the time I buy this, he shoots himself in the leg. You can't make that up. That takes the cake. That just set off a whole chain of guys getting debilitating injuries. You want to talk about injuries? Well, there's no better team to exemplify that than the New York Mets. Meet the Mets. Meet Johan Santana. Great career. Fantastic career. Borderline Hall of Famer, IMO. But career came to a screeching halt with the New York Mets. Cut tragically short. You want to talk about tragically short careers? Let's talk about David Wright. Had a very long career. I had this since 2005. Really long, successful career, but you can't argue the fact that it was cut short. Who is this? It's a freaking Matt Harvey jersey. Matt Harvey is now the punchline to every joke about the Mets. Who's next? I only have a few more current players of any sport from any team in this. So, if I reach in the closet, who's the first one that comes out? Golly gee, does Larry Brooks have an article about how he's about to get bought out? Of course he does. Of course he does. Of course he does. God!
So you see, it's ridiculous. I can't win. I have an unparalleled streak of unfathomably bad luck. Do you follow Bob McKenzie? Why? You don't need him. Block him. Don't even unfollow him. Block him. Do you have notifications on for like Darren Dreger, Elliot Friedman? Turn them off. Because all you need is right here, baby. All you got to do, this was all a lifelong ploy just to get a few extra Twitter followers. At CaseyBryant51, and just keep tabs on what jerseys I have in my closet, because chances are if I have your team's jersey, you're next. Like, honestly, if you just have a player that you want to see moved on like a rival team or your own team, just at me. You know, comment below with what jersey I should buy next. Tweet me. Venmo me the jersey money. I will buy it. It'll be the end of the line for that guy. I'm the angel of death, baby. Don't fear the Reaper. Anyway, while you're all thinking of players to be traded or bought out or shot, let's move on to the actual jersey itself. I'm going to come in with some hot takes here, so just sound the hot take alarm. Pew, 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 pew. Your hot take of the day is that the Nashville Predators might have the worst jersey lineage in the National Hockey League. Hear me out, because I can already hear, like, Predators fans jumping into the comments, how can you say that? I think most fan bases view their own retro or like so bad it's good jerseys with more fondness than someone who grew up in a vacuum. I'm from New York. I have no strong opinions on the Nashville Predators franchise one way or another, so I'm quicker to dismiss a jersey that I don't like. It's fine if you like older jerseys. I'm surprised at the number of Mighty Duck fans that defend the old maroon alternates, and I think those are disgusting and boring. I know Oiler fans who love the gear design with the oil drop. What I'm trying to say is that we all may agree or disagree on what logos or jerseys work and don't work, but I've gone down the line of the Predators' history, and I'm sorry guys, everything up to 2011 stinks! The originals from 1998 to 2007 were based off the colors for the Nashville city flag, which was navy and gold. It looks more dated now than ever that they tried the chrome silver shoulder, and the chest looks really cluttered with the logo being contained in a triangle and a giant navy collarbone stripe getting in the way. The whites look infinitely better than the navies, but neither one looks great. Then in 2007, Reebok came out with the Edge designs, which did away with the horizontal designs of the 90s and tried to incorporate some new, slimmer vertical designs. Like, you can see that the navy collarbone bow tie looking thing was replaced by instead thin gold piping. It still wasn't great, but at least it was a step in the right direction. Or at least it would be if they didn't continually mess with the chest area. Like, the logo is still in the triangle, but instead we added in the word mark of the city name. We just got done taking things away from the middle of the jersey. You want to throw stuff back in? But that's not even touching the alternate jerseys, because the Predators alternates from 2001 to 2007 are among the worst in hockey history. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that these belong in the same camp as like the Mooterus or the Wild Wing jersey or the Sabres alternates that were like dual-sided. Everything is wrong about this, from the mustard coloring to the cartoony He-Man looking saber tooth on the front. Everything about this jersey is appallingly offensive to the senses. They changed alternates in 2009 to a more templated navy design, but they only lasted for 2 seasons, and you can see why. They're pretty unremarkable. Which brings us to these, which shine like a beacon of light in the dark, dark jersey history of the Nashville Predators. And I might mean literally shine, because these babies are bright. These are radiantly yellow. I give credit to the organization because they clearly recognized an issue and sought to address the problem. They wanted to make it a lot brighter. How do you do that? Well, by adjusting from a mustard dark yellow to a more eye-popping neon gold. You also address the issue with the actual saber-tooth head itself, and you remove the silver, shadowy kind of accenting, and just make it bright white, add a little yellow instead of silver, and you just have it pop a lot more to the eye. The Predators also included several nods to the city of Nashville hidden throughout their jerseys, from the guitar pick alternate logo on the shoulder, which has 3 stars in the middle like the state flag of Tennessee. You've got the 6-string stripes going through the numbers like a guitar, and you've got the piano keys on the inner collar of the jersey itself. These are really intricate and clever details to incorporate in the jersey that don't draw too much attention, but are very subtle things that you notice. It's also something that the NWHL took note of when they were designing their All-Star Game jerseys, which was held in the city of Nashville last year. Finally, and I do have to put my ego aside a little bit on this one, the yellow just looks good. It does. I'm not a proponent for the color yellow, but truthfully, the yellow stands out so much. There's no other team in the NHL that's rocking this every single night on home ice with a yellow primary base. The Penguins come close. They do have that as an accent, and they do have their alternate jerseys, which are bright yellow, but not every night. They're not playing 41 games a year donning bright neon yellow, but the Predators are. In order to find another team to ever have done that in history, you'd have to be going back to the 60s, to the Boston Bruins or the LA Kings. So congratulations, Nashville. You were able to slowly but surely climb your way out of the deep, dark depths of Jersey purgatory, and you did it with cool, unique, unapologetically yellow jerseys. They're the perfect example of why it's better to work smarter, not harder, because it's the bold coloring mixed with the thoughtful detailing that make these infinitely better than the busy, messy, tragic disaster that ran for so long before. I'm going to go ahead and give these a 7.0 out of 10. Now, for the first time in their history, the Nashville Predators are going to be playing in an outdoor game this season. The Winter Classic. They're going to be heading down to Texas to play a team with, quite frankly, another checkered history of hit-or-miss jerseys, the Dallas Stars. Man, this opens up a world of possibilities, and I cannot wait to see what they come up with for their Winter Classic threads. Don't mess this up, Adidas. That does it for Jersey Corner, and with your suggestions, I got some shopping to do. Hey, what do you think of a Marcus Stroman Blue Jays jersey? What do you mean he got traded to the...